I knew Leah Kahn through some consulting in other ways, and she approached me, I guess, 2006 with the plan to found a fund that would be dedicated to funding research for postdoctoral fellows for hard-to-treat cancers, basic research, somewhat different from the type of clinical research that I do. And I was very impressed with this notion, and I thought it was an excellent idea, and I happily volunteered to try to be of any help that I could. When I was a medical student, I liked internal medicine, and I had a mentor who was a hematologist. I got very interested in that. I did some hematology training. I served in the Army for a couple of years and got some experience in oncology, and I decided after my military service to go back in hematology and medical oncology at Memorial Sloan Kettering, which I thought was one of the best places for that.
I'm always amazed, as somebody takes a little blood sample and gets a vial or so, and minutes later it comes back with so much information. I mean, it's amazing how much you can read from just a couple drops of blood.
Yes, and this has really exploded, the ability to do that in past years. There's just a lot they can do. A lot of different types of testing of biology and genetics and so on. Well, we have an understanding, a better understanding of the biology of cancer and how it works. I mean, really for the past 20 years or so. And slowly but surely, we are seeing new therapies that really are taking advantage of this new knowledge, and these new therapies coming into fruition in advances being made. The real progress is going to be made from the great well of basic science and basic understanding of the biology and behavior of cancers. I mean, I do research that looks at, what happens in patients, and that's also important, but the real advances are going to come from, basic science. And so I think that the Hope Fund has filled a very important niche for postdoctoral fellows. These are people between their PhD and their first faculty appointment, where they work in usually a senior person's laboratory to develop their skills and to do research and come up with publications. So I think this is a tremendous well of activity that then eventually translates into improvements for patients. And the mission of the Hope Funds is really to do that for hard-to-treat cancers, to try to encourage basic research that's going to lead to improvements in these very difficult cancers. I think that the fellows group this year really, I'm very proud, they really seem to exemplify translational research. And I think that the basic research that they talked about at our symposium this morning really is very promising to achieve this end. Well, it's really been a privilege and an honor to be able to serve. I feel very fortunate, and I feel flattered and just very grateful that I've been able to participate, hopefully productively, for the group. Our fellows are just spectacular, really, just the creme de la creme, and many of them over the years have developed very promising careers, are in faculty positions, are publishing really groundbreaking research in top line journals, so I think we can be very proud. Well, I hope they'll be doing things that are better and smarter than what we've been doing, and I sort of think that with all the advances, better understanding, better science, that I'm confident that that will happen. But 20 years from now, I expect and hope that we'll be doing better than we're doing now.